Alright guys, here we are with 7.5 abbreviated lesson, properties of logs. And the main one we're going to look at today is the power property of logs. Log base b of m to the p power. So when there's a power on the thing we're doing a log of, you can simplify that by bringing the exponent down in front as a multiplier. And that's what's going to really help us out with this lesson. Okay, so example here, I have log base 2 of 7 to the 4th. Alright, what the power property allows us to do is bring that 4 down in front 4 times log base 2 of 7. Okay, and similarly, it could go in reverse. It could go in reverse. If you have this with a multiplier in the front of a log, it can go up on top as an exponent. Right? So I could go in reverse. Alright, and bring it back up on top. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, so let's see if I can find a good one here for you on the calculator to prove it. Some of you guys that have the nicer calculators that have, okay, so if we have this kind right here, if you have the nicer, newer, more updated calculator that allows you to put your own base in, you can actually test this out. Log base 2 of 7 to the 4th. Okay, or what about 4 times math, I think I went to number, no, bottom of this one, there it is. 4 times log base 2 of 7. Ta-da! It's the same. Alright, so this was especially helpful before. Now with the newer calculators, it's still helpful for solving and stuff, but not as much used for computation because the newer calculators can handle that. Alright, so let's have you push pause and take care of those really quick. Alright, so this one we should be bringing 3 down in front. And if you want to put it back up, you can. It's going to be the same thing. And here's the one that we're most concerned with when there's an x in the top. This is how we're going to solve, because it allows us to bring the x down in front. Alright, it allows us to bring it back down in front. Okay, some other properties of logs that we're just going to have an awareness level of. We're not going to spend the time getting used to them and using them. Just with the whole online school kind of thing, trying to keep it to the basics. Okay, the product property, log base b of a times c, can be split apart into 2 logs being added together. Log base b of a plus log base b of c. So example would be if you had log base 2 of 15, that's 5 times 3, I could split it up into 2 individual pieces, log base 2 of 5 plus log base 2 of 3. Alright, can you think about how this would go with 21? Log base 8 of 21. We could go log base 8 of 7 plus log base 8 of, well, 3 again, huh? 3. Okay? Quotient property, if we have log base b of a divided by c inside the parentheses there, alright, if we used addition to separate multiplication, it just kind of makes sense that we'll use subtraction to split those up. So this would be log base 2 of 5 minus log base 2 of 3. And for this one, log base 7 of 11 minus log base 7 of 2. All right, just an awareness level on those guys. We're mainly focusing on with the 7.5 of the power property, bringing that exponent down in front, or maybe sometimes you might have to take the exponent or the multiplier in the front and move it up top as an exponent. Okay, let's take a look at how we might be solving some of these. All right, it might come into play like this. 2 times log base 2 of 6 is equal to log base 2 of x. Okay, so I'm going to want to move this up on top again. Log base 2 of 6 squared equals log base 2 of x. So if this is equal to that, this part has to be the same as this part. 6 squared is going to have to equal x. We're going to need x to be 36. Okay? Same concept over here. Let's see if you got that. Alright, so we're going to use our power property to throw the 3 up on top. Log base 2 of x to the third is going to be equal to log base 2 of 125. X to the third equals 125. X equals 5. Okay, what cubed would be 125? Otherwise, you could do the cube root. And again, guys, instead of doing the cube root, what Mr. Handke often does is goes parentheses to the 1/3 power. Because I don't have to go under any additional menus. That's right there on the front. Okay, I'm going to take 125 to the power of 1/3. Boom. As opposed to having to go second. Oh, it's not second. It's math. Slide down the cube root. 125. Okay. All right. Okie dokes, guys. That is 7.5 in a nutshell. All right. Be looking for your assignment as an attachment right here with Power School Learning. Thanks a lot, guys.